Good afternoon and welcome to Sterling Field. Channel 19 presents Sterling Baseball against the Gateway Gators. I'm Rich Conroy alongside Warren Croxton and Mr. Schultz.
Hello, everybody.
And there we go with our starting lineup. We got Nick Rudder playing shortstop, Tyler Pearson left field, Dan Pietroforte in right field, Brent Rubina center field, Pat Donahue third base, Chris Patterson pitching, Bill Ipting DHing, and Sean O'Toole first base, and Tim Green catching. And here's your defense for the Sterling Knights. We have Mark Billingsley pitching, and then we got C.J. Hertz catching, Eric Teasdale playing third, Jot Haley playing shortstop, Justin Riccobono at second base, Christian Walsh at first, Danny Baldino playing left field, Donovan Casey in center, and Corey Sloan starting in right field today.
When you look at this Sterling
It's been good, and you got Mark Billingsley out there on the mound, 3-1 record, 5.79 ERA. Closing bat average of 306.
Funny you mentioned about the senior trip type of thing that Gateway and these guys might be going through.
Sophomore Nick Rudder. I'm sorry, not a sophomore, just Nick Rudder.
You can
Here's the first pitch. Oh, shows bunt. Takes a low for ball one.
And you can see there why he's the leadoff hitter. On base percentage close to 63%. It's incredible at any high school level or any level of baseball.
Yes. Taking a high for ball two. Got him with a 2-0 count. As Wheels would say, sit back and wait for that fastball. If it's a breaking ball, you just got to adjust.
He really likes the ball middle in.
There we go with a strike one for Billingsley. Runs the count back to 2-1. Nice pitch for strike two. Evens it out, 2-2.
Yeah, you can see why Billingsley is their big strikeout pitcher. You know, he throws hard, really gets the ball there in a hurry. And of course, again, you know, with all pitchers that throw hard, you want to get ahead of hitters and throw strikes. And obviously, he wasn't able to do this to the leadoff hitter.
Nice little breaking ball, chop foul.
And you can see with Billingsley, it's a smooth pitching rotation right there. There's nothing, just no herky-jerky motion to it. It's just nice, balanced, and smooth.
Does have some nice mechanics.
Must have learned that from pitching coach, Coach Worley.
Must have. Again with the 2-2 pitch. Oh, steps off.
And they say when you have those good mechanics, you put a lot less pressure on your arm, less likely to have that arm injury.
Underway with the 2-2 pitch. Hit down the line. Fielded by first baseman Christian Walsh. And that's out number one. It's always good to have them solid mechanics because it doesn't make you work harder. You know, you don't have to stress getting the ball there, worry about them high leg kicks. Everything else is just more fluent. Warren being the pitcher, would you like to talk about that?
You don't have to worry about your arm catching up to the rest of the body because when your arm starts off further away from your body, then it takes longer to catch up, so your mechanics slack behind, and then you wind up throwing the ball up in the zone. You know, you can't locate as well. And right there with Billingsley, you know, you see just a nice, smooth mechanics.
Batting second, we got Tyler Pierce playing left field. Look at that batting average, 364. On base percentage, 57%. In these few games that these Gateway Gators have played, they have put up some good stats. In the first hitter coming on base, what is it, 67% you said?
Yeah.
And then you got a guy batting 374 in the second hole.
Yeah, Mr. K said they're a solid team. Of course, I remember, Rich, in your year, that's who you guys beat in the South Jersey Championship. And I don't remember the name, but I remember they had a big-time pitcher.
Nick Alloway.
Okay, and he came in, and you guys really racked him. I know they were saying that he had pitched a lot of innings at that point, but you guys were really on him, and he was one of the top pitchers in South Jersey that year.
Go for a strike. Well, the only thing with Nick Alloway, he came in to the season throwing in the 90s, like 91, 92, and by the end of the season, he was only throwing 85, 86. So you knew there was a definite drop-off of the miles per hour for the fastball, and that's what happened. He was tired, left balls up, hit a few home runs off him in the first inning. I mean, it's just one of them things during the season, you know. Same thing would happen with Jeff. Jeff, he wasn't eligible to pitch against Gateway that game. We brought in Ryan Franzio, fresh arm. He shut the door for us.
5'6" and about 140 pounds. He could throw a little over 80 miles an hour.
Mid-80s. That's going to be a tough play for Teasdale. Teasdale scoops. Safe. That's a tough play when a little chopper, especially with this high grass at Sterling, everything just dies. You got to really hurry up and get to that ball.
I mean, you talk about pitchers running between starts as we lose all our stats there. Nice strong wind, but a lot of pitchers say the first thing that goes, it makes them, they get tired, is with their legs.
You go stepping in the box. We got Dan Pietroforte.
I think the problem with a lot of pitchers is they don't realize that you don't have to strike everybody out.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, it doesn't make a lot of sense.
Take a look at Dan Pietroforte's stats, and that's kind of 267 with a 37% on base percentage. That's
a lot of pitchers want to strike everybody out, and they don't realize all you need is to get outs any way you can. So if you induce ground balls, you induce first pitch swinging, you keep your pitch count low, and then you can go further in the game.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, you want to be a dominant force, you want to have strikeouts, but getting outs any way you can instead of using a lot of pitches always helps and creates, faster innings. And this way, you can stay out there longer.
They think by striking people out that keeps them in the game longer, but it actually doesn't.
There's a ball out of play. I remember when I pitched for a little bit and you pitched for a little bit, we weren't the strikeout types, but we got the induced ground balls. We got the pop-ups. We didn't walk that many people. It's just one of them things. If you're around the strike zone, you make the hitter swing, good things happen.
Yeah, I know Coach K, he harps on the fact that he just wants kids to get the ball over the plate, and he says the biggest thing is you want somebody who gets the ball over the plate and has a nice change of speeds just to keep hitters off balance. And if you have that, you really don't need that big 85 to 90 mile an hour fastball.
I mean, you got to look at the pitchers who weren't overpowering in the MLB. I mean, you had Greg Maddux, who had just had the best movement on his pitches ever. Location. Didn't throw that hard, but hit his spots. Had the movement. Changed speeds very well. That ball's hit very deep. Back into right field. And it's gone. Home run for the three-hitter, Dan Pietroforte, as they jump out to an early 2-0 lead.
Yeah, that was a shot. He got all that. That was high and far.
And see right there, we were talking about throwing strikes. Billingsley fell behind the count 3-1, so you have to come over to fastball because you want to walk the guy in. Guy hits a pretty long home run. If you hit it out of here, that's no joke.
Especially
that's no cheap
field.
one.
And that's his. Looks like it's. Look at the stats here. That's his first home run of the year. And he definitely got all that. And we have a wind at our backs. I'm sure that helped it out a little bit.
Can we get a replay and see that swing?
I got to run full speed to the replay person. They got to run to somebody else, and then we'll get it. It's like with the Pony Express. Put the mail in the one pony, goes to the other pony.
Send my carrier pigeon out now. And here's the replay. Take a look at this. Yep, fastball right down the middle. Belt high, belted out. And starts off the next pitch. 1-0.
And so you notice the last two batters, Billingsley's falling behind the count, so he has to eventually come over with a strike, and that's what led to the last batter going deep for the home run.
The four-hitter, Brent Rubina, playing center field, batting .481. Oh, and now he tries a little bunt, but it was just a pop-up.
Well, that's a play I don't get. I mean, you have a guy who's hitting .481 with a slugging percentage over 600. Why are you trying to bunt for a base hit?
And he doesn't look like a good bunter either, obviously, with the way that went. And it looked like he turned and pushed the bat at the ball. You want the bat, if you're going to bunt, you want the ball to just hit the bat.
Here's his bunt again.
Look at him push the bat. He pushed the bat at it. It was like a bunting swing.
He's batting .481. You have a pitcher out there who just got rattled letting up a home run.
Don't understand that move.
And you're going to bunt? That doesn't make much sense to me either. Billingsley gets ahead with a strike. He's got a, it looks, sitting from where I'm sitting, he's got some velocity on that fastball.
He definitely does, but again, if you're falling behind the count, it doesn't matter how fast you throw. Good hitters are going to hit the fastball.
Pat Doheny batting .250. He's got a home run, 3 RBIs to his credit.
That looked close from here. Obviously, we don't have a great angle for the inside and outside pitch, but it didn't look like he must have really had to move his glove on that one that much.
Welcome back, joining us in the bottom of the first. And here's the Sterling starting lineup. Justin Riccobono batting leadoff, and Eric Teasdale, Donovan Casey, Rashad Haley, Mark Billingsley, C.J. Hertz, Corey Sloan, Christian Moss, and the sophomore, Dan Baldino, gets another stab in left field. And here's the defense for the Gateway Gators. We got Chris Patterson pitching, Tim Green catching, Pat Donahue playing third, Nick Rudder shortstop, Sean O'Brien second, Sean O'Toole playing first, Tyler Pierce playing left field, Brent Rubina playing center field, and Dan Pietroforte in right field. Chris Patterson, the pitcher out there. There's a nice shot of him.
Yeah, and if you look at his motion, you know, we talked about Billingsley and how he has that smooth, efficient motion. You don't really see that with Patterson. He takes that big step off to the side, comes up. It's almost like there's a stop in his motion, then he pulls forward. And he definitely doesn't have the mechanics that you see from Billingsley.
He's got a 2-1 record with a 3.17 ERA. And he's only got 4 walks.
Yeah, that's the one thing.
That's a good thing.
That's the one thing that stood out to me about Patterson is the lack of walks. But you did see he had more hits than innings pitched, so he does put the ball in play. Or makes you put the ball in play, excuse me.
And takes that low for ball 1. Justin Riccobono batting a solid .308. 6 doubles, a triple, and 9 RBIs to his credit.
And he's taking that step off to the side of the mound. You see, you ask pitching coaches, what's the proper way to do it? Well, you know, it's a lot of it's how comfortable you are. A lot of them say you don't want to take that big of a step. You want to go back behind the mound.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
But ultimately, they say whatever's comfortable for you. I mean, I know Cole Hamels, he kind of goes off to the side, like Patterson does here. Of course, Patterson being a righty.
They're gonna go fouls one out to play. Keeps the count of 1-2.
You see Riccobono in the shot. He has 6 doubles on the year, so he does have some pop. But it's hard to hit a home run at this ballpark. But he does have some pop to him.
There's a pitch. Swings it. Probably ball 2. Keep himself alive at 1-2.
Yeah, that's one thing you don't want. You don't want your leadoff hitter swinging at bad pitches.
Pitch from Pietro. Patterson just misses. That pitch could have won either way.
Like Patterson brought a little extra heat on that one.
Made that glove pop. 2-2 is the count. Here's the pitch. Riccobono fouls another one out of play into the parking lot.
Another ball right there. Comes up around the letters.
Well, to Justin's credit, he's making him throw a lot of pitches here. Yep. And now he works to count full.
Yeah, no matter what happens in this at-bat, it's a job well done by Riccobono to work the count and let the other batter see as many pitches as possible.
See what he comes with a fastball here. A little fly ball out to center field. Caught by the center fielder.
And we're talking about him
Brent Rubina
swinging at a couple high pitches, but I'm sure the coaches were in everybody's ear after having 7 people go down looking on strikes yesterday. So that's going to make you go up there and probably be a little more aggressive.
Seven strikeout looking yesterday for Sterling?
Yeah, they struck out a total of 10 times. 7 were looking. That's why Coach K was saying that he's happy with the pitching. It's just a matter of them scoring runs.
Stepping into bat is Eric Teasdale, batting a solid 209. 7 RBIs, 34% on-base percentage. He's their bunting specialist, am I correct? Does anybody know? Bunting specialist?
I remember in the West Defford game when he had at least one sacrifice.
And then he got clunked. I remember
Yeah,
that.
I think he definitely leads the team in hit by pitches.
I think he's got 46 in his career.
Well, if Rich, you want to anoint him as the bunting specialist, we'll allow you to do that. We'll give you that power there.
All right. He's the bunting specialist.
Okay.
There you go. Takes half the ball 1.
And when you have a team that doesn't have a lot of power, you know, being a great bunter is definitely useful to the team to move runners over.
And, you know,
Especially from the left side of the plate, too.
Coach Larry loves bunting, so. There you go. Takes it. 2-2. I mean, you have to do anything you can that's possible to score runs without the power, like Warren was saying. You know, it's executing the bunts, the sacrifices.
Playing small ball.
Works for Canada. There's a nice little bloop single to center field for Teasdale. Raise that average a few points. And Sterling's got a 1-out base runner.
That was a nice swing by Teasdale. It looked like it was a fastball, and then he just got a little bit out in front of it and knocked it in the center for a base hit.
Yeah, I'm just glad he doesn't have that pull hole swing, you know. Made a little inside joke there. Now Donovan Casey stepping up in the 3 spot, batting 317, 2 doubles, 6 RBIs.
Wait, I thought it was Casey Donovan.
It's Donovan Casey.
Okay.
We finally got this right.
Apologize to the Casey family.
Practice
Apologize.
Practiced it all last night. He was up till the wee hours.
I was staring in the mirror and just making sure I didn't get it wrong. Up. Takes high for ball 1.
And the coaches were saying they feel like Donovan Casey right now is their best hitter as a freshman coming in here. You know, he wowed them early on in the year with his ability to play center field, and but he's really doing a good job at the plate right now also.
Been a lot of outstanding freshmen in the past few years that came in and wowed the Sterling coaches. Between him, Bobby Applegate, and a few years back, we got Stevie Williams, played all 4 years of varsity. Oh. Teasdale falls down, trying to get back to the bag. And there goes out number 2. That's just a sad and unfortunate event. Going back to the bag and just get caught up. Can't get back in.
I would say Teasdale got caught sleeping, but almost like he was trying to get back and he slid and just slipped.
Yeah.
And didn't get back to the bag all the way.
That's what I saw. I saw the little slip. Well, now we got 2 outs for Donovan Casey. And a 1-1 count. No runners on. Oh, strike 2. And they're on the inside corner.
You know, it always makes you wonder if Sterling had something going on in that pitch.
Okay, I guess that was strike 2.
I guess it was. I thought it was. I thought there was 2 strikes.
And he goes down looking on strike 3. Good pitch by Chris Patterson to paint the outside. And Sterling head in the count. 1-0. Against Pat Doney.
No, I've Chris Patterson.
Chris Patterson. I'm sorry, yes, it is Chris Patterson.
Of course, Billingsley gave up the 2-run home run, but he really didn't, other than that, didn't pitch that bad in that first inning.
And there we go.
As we see
Routine.
Patterson fly out to right field, but I mean, he had the soft ground ball as we're looking at we'll get a replay up here.
Nice job by Patterson to go with the pitch and hit the other way, but just a routine fly ball for Sloan, the right fielder. Billingsley threw 20 pitches in the first inning, 11 of them for strikes, so he didn't pitch all that bad. He just gave up the 2-run home run to Pietro Forte.
Yeah, and that's the key for him, as hard as he throws. And we're seeing right here, they're really having a tough time. You know, this lower part, a lot of them getting around on Billingsley, and you know, you have to think that if he can take care of this bottom half of the lineup, he can get in a rhythm and you know, really settle in here.
And here's the next pitch from Mark Billingsley. Breaking ball.
Yeah, when you throw as hard as Billingsley and you're at the bottom of the order, you just want to just pump fastballs because you know they're not going to get around on you.
Bill Epting, DH, batting 100. There's another pop up to Corey Sloan out there and right. Brings that in for out number 2.
And you can see they're swinging late. Usually if you're driving a ball to right field, it won't have that tailing effect right there. But when you see a tail like that, that's when you know a pitcher's throwing hard and they're late getting around on him.
Stepping now, Sean O'Toole, batting .444. Nice. 58% on base percentage. 1 double to his credit. Takes it in there for strike 1.
O'Toole's done that in 9 at-bats. It almost makes you wonder why he hasn't gotten more at-bats, really.
4 hits at 9 at-bats, that's impressive.
Big kid, too.
Oh, and there goes the bat. And that's strike 2.
I don't know if I've ever seen that in a high school game ever. Someone lose their bat like that.
He was fooled on that one. You could just see he was
Well, I remember
swinging
against
very out of
Hatfield,
whack on that one.
I lost my bat. Apologies. That's just a really big cut, you know. And here we go with the 0-2 pitch. Oh, close. 1 and 2.
If you're Billingsley, you'll live down there all day.
Peas at the knees and no wall balls.
I'm not really sure what that means, but it sounds important. So,
Well, if you keep it low, you're gonna let up that home run. Nice pitch with the breaking ball for strike 3. Got him looking.
And that's that good inning you wanted to see Billingsley have in being at the bottom part of the lineup.
Player this year.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it probably wasn't here.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say yes, probably.
Does have some pop though with 2 doubles on the season.
Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. Ball
You guys
1.
happen to know the dimensions here? Obviously, we don't have anything on the
2 miles.
fences.
2 miles of center field.
Okay.
About
So
half a
you
mile down
poke
left.
right there.
I'd say it has to be at least probably like
330 maybe?
315 to 330 down the line. Center field probably a good 400, and probably 330 down the other line too.
It's probably a pretty fair field. It's just with the wind, it's almost impossible to hit it deep here.
And that's ball 2.
Unless the wind's at your back, like
Right.
we had in the first inning.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's where Pedro Forte, he really got it up in the air and probably hit it to a part of the field where it's probably about a 350 to 360 foot shot right there.
Indeed. And takes it low for ball 3. So now we got 3-1 count to the job. See if we can get a leadoff base runner here.
Haley's an incredibly fast runner, so if he does get on, it wouldn't shock me to see him standing on second base within a few pitches.
I would like to see that, you know. Sterling not known for their many stolen bases, but it's always good to try to start something off, you know what I'm saying?
If Coach Hoffman has the confidence in Haley when he's on the base pass, I'm sure he probably has the green light to go when he wants.
And we got a full count. Here's a pitch from Patterson. And he gets him swinging. And that's 1 down in the bottom of the 2nd.
Yeah, that's a real nice pitch by Patterson on the outside part of the plate.
Mark Billingsley stepping in, the pitcher. Pitcher against pitcher, trying to help his calls. He's batting .323 with 3 doubles, 9 RBIs, and a 40% on base percentage. See if he can get something started off for himself. And he takes it low for ball 1. Putting up solid numbers for being a pitcher. Batting at .323. Yep. Strike 1. 1-1 the count.
Just seems like right now, Chris Patterson, the pitcher for Gateway, can almost put it anywhere he wants right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, all strikes are on the outside part of the plate, keeps the ball down, and we shouldn't. That's a nice off-speed breaking ball right there, and we shouldn't be surprised. I mean, what did he have, 4 walks coming into this game? So
4 walks.
He's definitely the kid that knows where he can put the ball.
I just haven't seen the catcher really move his glove at all.
Catcher's been sitting in the same spot. But, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Mm-hmm. Or use duct tape.
Duct tape solves everything. 3-2. The only thing that I'm worried about with Patterson is his pitch count. I mean, he's worked, this is his 3rd, 4th full count?
Yeah, he threw 19 pitches in the first inning, 12 of them for strikes.
And he gets another swinging strikeout, and that's 2 out.
Well, you know, that first inning, I mean, they really had him with Riccobono's long at bat, with found off pitches. They had him throwing a lot of pitches. Then the big break was when Teasdale slipped and got picked off first. Then it seemed like after that, within a couple pitches, Patterson was out of the inning. But the early part of that inning looked like he was going to go through maybe a 25 or 30 pitch inning.
Stepping in now is the catcher C.J. Hertz, batting .239 for the season. He takes
ball
1.
There you see on base percentage close to 400. So CJ does know how to work the count and take some pitches.
Fouls one back. Counts even at 1-1. 2 outs for Sterling in the bottom of the second.
It's going to be a tough day for Sterling because you know Patterson's always around the plate, but it just seems like he's located a lot on the outer half. So you got to be able to go with the pitch and hit it towards right field.
Well, he's coming into this inning, and in this inning has 3 straight strikeouts.
And you know, it seems like
CJ takes high.
Like you said, Warren, he's getting it. It's either down on the outer part of the plate, and a couple times he has gotten it up. It was up on the inner part of the plate where they really, you know, can't. They got to get around quick, and even if they do hit it, they're not going to get the barrel of the bat on the ball.
CJ pops one out of play. Reminding the Gateway fans.
Always got to chase these pop-ups behind the home plate. A lot of room back here.
A lot of room. And the count goes to 2-2 and 2 outs. Sterling's bottom half of the second inning. This is the guy that would start up the rally. CJ, very good hitter, very confident. Fouls one down the line. And right fielder's going to give chase, but to no prevail.
Like you were saying earlier, Mr. Schulz, that pitch was up in the outer half near his eyes, and the only thing he could really do with it was hit it down the line foul. Can't really get the bat around and pull the ball.
Yeah.
And we got the wind coming from our backs now. Hopefully give CJ a little extra something. And we do it again with the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball. Well, fouled it off his foot. Hopefully he's all right. See, that's the one thing you have to do. You got to make sure when that ball hits off your foot, you got to make a scene. You have to make a scene.
Got to make a scene.
Sometimes umpires won't see it, and then it's a little out. Here we go again with the 2-2 pitch. Low for ball 3.
Well, you guys, I don't know if you guys were watching the game last night. It was last night. Did Lee pitch last night for the Phillies?
Yes.
He actually hit a ball off his foot, and it went out to second base. And they were remarking how he was just standing there kind of laughing. And you got to think, if the ball went that far.
And popped up. And that looks like it's going to get out of play. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Nice
that was a very nice play from the first baseman. And that's 3 outs.
Very good hitter on that team, to be honest. I mean, probably was very close to being drafted. Was right around on the bubble. But, you know, you never know what scouts look for.
Yeah.
And
bringing in right now is the catcher, Tim Green, batting a solid 167 on the season, in the young season of Gateway. I think at this pace, Gateway's going to be playing until July. Try to get all their games in.
That's not good. Would you say they have 6 games in?
6-3, I believe, right?
Well, okay.
6-3. I don't have it in front of me per se, but I can count it up, and it's 6-3.
I thought they said they only had 6 games in.
9 to oppose to Sterling's 18 or 17. And the count is 1-2.
Billingsley had a 1-2-3 inning in the second after giving up 2 runs in the first. Has threw 30 pitches through 2 innings. Manageable pitch count. Just blows by a fastball by Tim Green for another strikeout. That's his second of the game.
Now it's a pitching duel. And back to the top of the rotation with their leadoff hitter, Nick Rudder. I mean, he's got impressive stats. 308.
760 slugging percentage. It's incredible.
He's got 12 hits and 25 at bats. 2 of them triples and 3 of them doubles. 6 RBIs and 13 runs scored. Leads the team in runs scored. That's the leadoff man.
I sure hope so if he's a leadoff guy.
And there's a ball hit out of play.
Rudder grounded out to first baseman Christian Walsh in the first inning.
And it counts back to 1-1.
Sterling has qualified for the playoffs as well as Gateway, so this is 2 playoff teams battling for position.
And the crowds go wild.
Sellout crowd here at Sterling.
About 13,000 here. If you take a look out the center field, we had to sell out the softball tickets. We also did rope him in saying Creed was playing at halftime.
Considering there is no halftime, I think that's a lie.
And there is no Creed.
We'll just say midway through the 4th, right?
Midway through the 4th. And here's the 1-2 pitch. Popped out of play again.
It's funny, Ludacris, the rapper, is playing after the Phillies game on Saturday in Atlanta.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
At the park?
At the park. So we have a lot to compete with.
We do. That's why I tried to get Creed down here for Sterling, but... Oh, nice pitch on the outside corner. Strikeout looking.
Not really sure what Rudder was looking at. That was a great pitch by Billingsley and just painted the corner and got the call strike 3.
Yeah, and Rudder the first time up really gave Billingsley a tough at bat. Of course, he grounded out, but fouled off some pitches. So it all goes back to Billingsley after that first inning, really getting himself in a rhythm, throwing strikes, throwing hard, and he's got to feel good about himself out there right now.
Tyler Price, the hitter now, had an infield single to third, just hit the grass in the infield and just kind of died. And T still didn't really have a play on it.
See what he's going to do in this at bat. That takes a strike. And the count is 1-1 with 2 outs. And visiting half of the 3rd inning. High for ball 2. And here's the pitch. Ooh, nice pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And the count runs at 2-2 and 2 outs.
Price was a little off balance there, just kind of swinging over the pitch and looked really foolish on that fastball by Billingsley.
And here we go with the pitch. Ground ball to second base. Riccobono fields, throws over to first, and we get the 3rd out. No runs, no hits, no errors. Gateway still leads 2-0.
High school level don't have the command that you see from Patterson, and they're just at that point when there's full count, just trying to get the ball over the plate. But he can really take it up to another level.
Stepping in here is Corey Sloan, batting .241. And he takes a strike for the first pitch of the at-bat.
We got 7, 8, 9 for Sterling coming up. Sloan, Walsh, and Baldino.
Corey Sloan's got a triple and 8 RBIs to his credit. And the .242, I apologize. And there's a ball hit up in the jet stream. Center fielder going back, and he makes the catch.
What an odd-looking route to the ball. It's almost like he was kind of confused on which way to turn, and you never want to stutter step back. You want to either pick a side and go back one way or the other.
Here we go. Like he took his the cardinal rule about playing center field. That first step, initial step, was in. You always want to go back in the initial crack of the bat.
And stepping in now, we have the first baseman, Christian Walsh, batting .273 with double, triple, and 2 RBIs.
You almost figure with Walsh's body type and the way the wind's blowing at the field that if he got into one, then this one, he could hit one deep today.
That is a very big uppercut swing. And it's retired.
Yeah, and as you said that, Warren, I mean, he hit it hard, but just got a little bit under it.
Pietroforte, the right fielder, didn't really have to move at all there. Now up Danny Baldino, who is one of 3 Baldino brothers to play in Sterling.
Yes. The last being Michael.
This is his first varsity start.
And he takes one low outside for ball 1. Danny Baldino has no batting average because he's just been limited to pinch run duty, and now he gets his first at bat at Sterling. And he takes a strike. So 1-1 count. 2 outs in the home half of the 3rd.
If he's anything like his brothers, you know he's going to be quick, good outfielder.
Under 5 foot.
I wasn't going to go there, but you managed to bring that up. I believe Vinny actually is graduating from Temple today, so congratulations to Vinny.
And takes another one for ball. And we got 3-1 count to the youngest of the Baldino crew, Danny Baldino. And there's nice hit into the hole, and it gets through. Welcome to the show, Danny Baldino.
It was funny, as he was running down the first base, he thought it was just going to stay in the infield, so he was trying to run straight through the bag, and Mr. K had to be like, no, make your turn, make your turn.
Welcome to the show, kid. And we got Justin Riccobona back in the box, leading off. Flew out to center field. His first time up. Looks like they're all having a little hard time getting their footing over there at first.
Riccobona had a 9-pitch at bat in the first inning. Really worked the count well, fouled off a bunch of pitches.
That's what a leadoff hitter should do, War. That's just a Wheeler statement, that's all.
No, he's from the couple games I've seen him play, he's a very quality high school player. Very solid defensively. You know, pretty nice hitter.
He is. And see if he can do something here and start something out with 2 outs. Baldino takes his lead. Here's the pitch from Patterson. Breaking ball in the dirt. Evens the count out of the 1s. Yep, another throw over. Baldino doesn't have a big lead. It's not necessarily a short lead, very average lead. But you never know what's going to happen. Start something up. And he throws second to retire the side. Sterling goes down with 1 hit coming from Danny Baldino. 2 RBIs.
Estimated travel on his home run 350 feet, according to our statistician.
And now we're looking at Pietroforte here. He's really not a big guy at all.
No, he's...
Looks all of about 5'6", maybe. 5'7".
Give him that.
Doesn't have a lot of weight.
But he put a nice swing on the ball and got caught up in that wind, as the Sterling's infamous wind. It never works for us, always against us.
He was only hitting 287 coming into this game. Usually low number for a 3-hitter in high school. But
267.
267, excuse me.
And Billingsley falls behind 2-1 in the count.
But yeah, he got ahead in the count 3-1, and then, like most pretty good hitters are going to do on a 3-1 fastball, they just hit the ball hard, and he did it to right center for a long home run.
And there's a pitch. Evens the count up at 2-2.
Looks like the umpire said 3-1, so another
3-1. I'm sorry.
Another danger spot for Billingsley here. Don't want to come in with something fat over the plate.
No repeat to the first inning. Oh, and it's ball 4.
See,
Stayed away from middle in, right?
yeah, you saw there he was trying to hit the outer half of the plate and just missed it. So he walks Pietroforte to lead off the inning, and you know, all baseball gurus will tell you that when you have a leadoff walk, most of the time it's going to come around and score. So hopefully Billingsley can work around it.
Stepping in, Brent Rubina, center fielder.
Oh, this is the guy who tried to bunt his way on
Yes.
when he was hitting 481. A move that still baffles me now.
It baffles me even to this day, Warren.
Well, considering it happened about 40 minutes ago.
Sorry. Sorry, War.
Lots happened in that 40 minutes, though. People don't realize that.
There had to be a given to him by the coach or something, because there's
I hope he wouldn't do that on his own.
There's no reason to do that,
But
really.
if you're batting 481, you wouldn't want to do that on
I
your
mean,
If you talk to the coach privately, he'll probably tell you it was the hitter who did it on his own. And the hitter's going to say, Coach gave me the sign.
Yep,
When in doubt, blame the other guy.
exactly. When in doubt, never man up for your actions. And here's the pitch. Billingsley looking, keeping him close. Ooh, close pitch, close pitch. Taking for a ball. Falls behind him, 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes, no outs in the top half of the 4th inning. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. Somebody's got to get the first. Billingsley takes the great route to first and gets the out. That was very well. I don't know how to say it. I like the execution.
Well
on
executed?
that. Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you. Well executed. Chris,
Rich, you know from all the Sterling practices, the pitchers and first basemen always work on that play, and
Yes.
the pitchers, they just, you take a certain route to the line, then you run straight up the line. Right there, Billingsley, they executed that to perfection. Really, it's a nice throw by Walsh, and just well done.
Playing first base, you definitely got to know that play, as I did. I mean, I was really impressed with that route he took.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, Rubino really helped Sterling out, helped Billingsley out. He was ahead in the count, 2-0, and really swung at a high pitch right there to get a weak ground ball. It's not like he got a great pitch to swing at right there, and Billingsley's able to get the out.
Does move the runner over to second, though, so it might almost is a sacrifice. Runner on second, 1 out for Pat Donnie.
It's the 0-1 pitch. Low for a wall. 1-1. And here's the pitch from Billingsley. Swing. CJ throws, and they got him. And they got him. Great throw by the catcher, CJ Hertz. And then there's 2 outs.
Yeah, Donahue really helped them out there with another, swinging a high pitch. I don't know if they had a hit and run going on. I would, assume that's a possibility there with him swinging at one up around the high part of the letters.
Here's the replay. Swings at a high pitch right here, and then CJ rifles the ball down. Beautiful throw and a great tag by Teasdale to third baseman.
Pietroforte overslid the bag there.
Yeah.
It looked like he beat it originally, then overslid it, and Teasdale got the tag down and got the out.
And that ball is going to stay in play. Christian Walskis. And
Walsh took an unusual route to the ball, but it looked like he was aided by the umpire in his way. Not sure if he would have had a play on it either way, but didn't help matters much.
I mean, there's been plenty of times back in Little League when you're catching or umps in your way. Sometimes you just got to move them. You know what I'm saying? Move them a little bit.
Part of the field of play, right?
Hey. One of them unwritten rules. And the count's still 1-2, 2 outs. Looked like Gateway was going to rally. Had a man on second. Gets gunned down, going to third. Yep, and there's a nice line drive.
Then the caught stealing by Pietroforte comes back to haunt Gateways. He probably would have scored there.
Agreed, and made it 3-0, but now it's just still 2-0. With 2 away and a man on first.
And we talked about it in the pregame how with 2 playoff teams you want to be able to play good defense and not give away outs. And right there you have the catcher C.J. Hertz throwing out a runner. And just outstanding defensive play by Hertz, and a nice tag by Teasdale to keep with the tag, because a lot of third basemen, they'll put the tag down, then they'll turn away because they think he's safe. But, you know, Pietroforte overslid the bag and Teasdale put it down. Right there, Haley throws the ball away from Rico Bono, so that allows the runner to advance to third.
Yeah, these are some of the things that plagued the Sterling team early on in the year, and you know they've really gotten a lot better defensively. But you see, right here, right there, that was a big out right there that they should have had there to get out of the inning. Now you're looking at Gateway having the opportunity to get another run here.
2 outs and runners on the corners.
Of course, there's an error after I just said how great defensively the teams played.
Good job, War. Way to jinx it.
So we got first and third, 2 out for Bill Epting.
The DH.
Trying to come up with a big hit.
Here's the pitch. Swung on, chopped up the middle to Riccobono. Riccobono flips to Haley, and that's 3 outs. Well, mistakes by Gateway and mistakes by Sterling, but the score still stays the same.
Teasdale first pitch swinging.
And now there's just 2. Mr. Schultz makes his exit. And now you're just going to be with Rich Conroy and the Warren Croxton Show until about another 20 minutes, and then it's just going to be me by myself, talking to myself.
Nothing wrong with that. As long as you don't hear voices coming back to you, then you're good.
As long as I don't answer.
Yep.
And here's the pitch. Big hook. Big hook from Patterson. And takes that outside. It's a beautiful day at Sterling Field today, Warren.
Yeah, it's not too windy out. It's a comfortable temperature to play baseball, and you know, there's really nothing else you can really say except beautiful weather for a baseball game.
That's wise words from a wise man.
It's that college education for you.
If anybody wants to know what Warren Crox is doing daily, he just joined a Twitter account. So, you know, keep that open. You know.
If you want to follow me on Twitter and
follow him on Twitter.
Get my thoughts on the world of sports.
It's Baseball Guru 99. Look him up on Twitter.
Not quite, but it's close enough. But most of my thoughts are just complaints about
the Phillies organization.
Raul Ibanez.
Oh, yes. Who doesn't have complaints about Raul Ibanez? The whole outfield for the Phillies.
Meanwhile, besides our useless banter, Teasdale's managed to work a pretty nice bat here, getting the count full.
And here's the 3-2 pitch. And it's low for ball 4.
It's actually a fantastic at bat by Teasdale. Fell behind the count 0-2, came back to work the count to get the walk, and hopefully it just doesn't get picked off again.
Yeah.
Now up Donovan Casey, who took a called third strike, and usually if you have your 3-hitter taking a called third strike, he, you know, must not be really seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand. And of course, as we say, Teasdale almost doesn't get picked off, but first pitch right over to first baseman O'Toole, who made a fantastic play earlier in the game on a foul pop-up.
Oh, and popped up. If the catcher didn't slip on the bat, probably would have been out.
Looked like Hoffman wanted Casey to move the runner over. Not really sure I'd agree with that decision. Down by 2 with your 3-hitter up.
And Donovan Casey has the best and most consistent average on the team at 317. I know Mark Billingsley has a 323 average, but as before the game we were talking to Coach K, he is the most consistent hitter. I don't think you really want to take the bat out of his hands, especially when you're down 2-0.
I mean, it is the 4th inning, don't get me wrong, but there's still a couple innings to go. You still have plenty of outs left, so.
Now you got the third baseman. Maybe it was just to pull the third baseman in. Casey's going to rip one right past him. Nope, he's definitely bunting. And he pops it up again. And the ball's out of play. And now, an 0-2 count.
Now when you're down 0-2 in the count, you have a guy who's all around the strike zone a lot. So you just want to foul pitches off, and hopefully you get the pitcher tired enough to make a mistake so you can pull the ball somewhere, get this runner over in scoring position. Huge hole in between first and second. O'Toole obviously holding Teasdale on, and second baseman's pretty close to the second base bag. So
he's about 5 feet away from the bag.
Yeah, so Casey hits the ball the other way. He could set up a first and third with nobody out.
And he takes a high for ball one. I mean, I'll be looking right to that hole right now.
Yeah, Gateway obviously in double play depth, but still a lot of room over there. You even hit a slow ground ball, you're going to have a first and second. And now Patterson keeping a close eye on Teasdale. Must have a scouting report on him, thinking he might steal a base or two. Or he's a quick runner.
And Casey fouls one off.
Casey, such a professional hitter that he is, you know, he's probably looking to hit the ball the other way. Right fielder's way off the line, so they're playing in the pull in the outfield. So
they're actually, I'm looking for the stats on stolen bases. See if I can find something. I do not see a stat for stolen bases for Sterling.
Well, like you said earlier, Sterling's not really known for stealing the base. Casey hits the ball right to short, bobbles the ball.
And there's no play from the shortstop.
Rudder bobbled the ball, so
Rudder.
We have first and second. First and second, nobody out.
Gotta give him E6 on that one.
E6 for you guys keeping track at home.
And a dead bug on the scores table.
Tajad Haley, the shortstop, struck out in the second inning. Also an error in the top half of the inning.
See if he can bounce back and get a hit and put Sterling on the board. And he bunts it, and that's a nice bunt down the line. Spinning, and that is going to be a fair ball. Beautiful bunt by Tajad Haley.
Yeah, right there, as for Gateway, you're just hoping that the ball goes foul, because if you pick it up, you're going to have no chance to throw out Haley, who's a very fast runner. So fantastic bunt by Haley. Probably looking to sacrifice himself, but he winds up getting a hit out of it.
And here's a replay of that bunt. That's a beautiful bunt. Look at that, just rolling down the line. Hits the grass and looks like it's going to come foul, but just stops right before the line.
Now that's what you call home field advantage. Billingsley with a fly ball to the left. And he makes the catch.
Got an out, but Teasdale will tag up. And they got a double play on that one. The run will be wiped off the board, and there will be 2 outs in the bottom half of the 4th inning.
Yeah, right there, Tyler Price makes a nice diving grab and then throws it into the infield. And the Gateway coach, Frank Holloway, I believe is his name, was shouting at his infield to, throw the ball to third base so they can get, because they thought Teasdale went early, and he did, and now they have a double play out of it. So no runs for Sterling.
Still runners on first and second for C.J. Hertz, the guy you want up in the spot. See what C.J. can do.
So now it's going to take a big 2-out hit by C.J. Hertz, who popped up to O'Toole in the second on a fantastic play, really. Running out of room and made a nice grab in foul territory towards the Gateway dugout. Casey thought about making a move to third for second as the ball was bobbled by the catcher, Tim Green. Haley not being held on at first, so he can get a nice 2-out jump. So a ball hitting the gap, he might have a chance to score.
And here's the pitch. CJ falls back.
It's a nice cut by Hertz, just missed it.
The count is 0-2, right, Warren?
I believe so.
Yep.
Or no. I think it's 1-1 because the ball was just bobbled by the catcher.
Oh, okay. I thought he swung and missed at the first one. I'm sorry. Trying to keep track of a million things.
Second baseman breaks towards the bag, but comes back to his spot.
And there's a breaking ball. Popped lightly to the shortstop, and that's going to be it for the inning.
And then he got called out at third, and that led to nothing as C.J. Hertz, the next batter, popped it up to short. So again, Mark Billingsley, the pitcher for Sterling, fantastic game so far, only giving up 2 runs. Trying to just keep his team in the game.
Stepping in now is Sean O'Toole. Sean O'Toole struck out last in his first at bat, second inning. And he takes a big cut. Even the count out at 1-1.
The few practice swings I've seen from O'Toole, he's got a huge swing.
Very big uppercut swing. Kind of resembles the swing of our first baseman. Both are very big boys, and they both do not have a home run on in the season. Our first baseman or their first baseman. And Warren is speechless. 2-1's the count. Sean O'Toole. And here's the pitch. Nice fastball. Pumped right by O'Toole. And that evens the count out at 2-2.
Yeah, Billingsley definitely is bringing some heat tonight. And again, like I stated earlier, when you get towards the bottom of the order, you don't want to get fancy. You just want to start pumping fastballs and, get some easy outs, some quicker, easy outs. Keep the pitch count low.
And that's strike 3. Goes down looking. That's his second strikeout.
O'Toole was not happy with that last call, so I guess maybe he thought the ball was low, but it looked pretty good from here. I mean, we can pretty much tell up and, high or low, but we can't really get in or out. And that pitch looked like it was right there.
It looked like a beautiful pitch. I mean, it was right there, and it looked like in the outside half, right at the knees. I rung him up too.
Perhaps O'Toole's just frustrated with an 0 for today.
0 for with 2 strikeouts. Looking. And stepping in is the catcher, Timmy Green. Batting a solid 167. 3 RBIs in the season. Slugging percentage of 167. Billingsley's just got to put the ball over.
You smell that? It smells like sarcasm from you.
You're so funny.
Rich and myself trying to keep it loose here.
Rich and Warren. Warren refers to himself as
in the third person. Ricky, trying to go Ricky Henderson on you guys here.
Talking about practice. That's Allen Iverson. I know, War. I'm just saying. I don't know where that was really. I was going with that. It just kind of came out.
It's all good, Rich.
Yay. And
I guess that pitch was out.
3-1's the count. I mean, this is the 9th hitter. You have to go. You have to go after him. Right after him. Don't toy around. Pump some heat fast. Pump some fastballs right by him. There we go. 2 strikes. Give him 1 more. Get some 2 outs here.
Yeah, you just got to know the place in the order. I mean, you can get away throwing 3-1 fastballs down the middle to your 9 hitters, but it's just when you start getting to the top of the order, that's when you're going to find yourself in trouble. But you just want to work quick here with your 7, 8, 9 hitters.
Oh, takes the fastball. High for ball 4.
It's going to bring up the top of the order and Nick Rudder, who coming into the game is great on base percentage. Looks like we're going to have a courtesy runner for the catcher. Very common at the high school level.
And this would be number 36. John Eastlack, pitcher and infielder.
There you see Rudder's numbers, almost a 63% on base percentage, slugging over 760. So his OPS 1.3. That's very high no matter what level you're at.
Billings throws over. Keep Eastlack close.
Just for a little, comparison, you have your Pujoses of the world who have OPS is close to 1,000. Votto, like Joey Votto, his OPS is close to 1,000. So that's pretty impressive numbers by Rudder.
And the ball gets away from CJ, and the runner will advance. John Eastlack gets the second with 1 out.
And Rudder, he doesn't look very tall. He might be like, what do you think, like 5'5"?
I'll stand up and see. Yeah, I'm bigger than him. I'm going to say he's about 5'5", 5'4". He's looks pretty tiny. No offense. But he's got some pop in his bat, and that's what you need. And there's a beautiful stroke out in the left field. And they're going to... Nope, they will not test Danny Baldino's arm. He gets a good ball back in quickly to Teasdale, and now we got runners on first and third with 1 out.
Seems Rich struck a chord with Nick Rudder as he rips a line drive to left on looked like he was on the outer half, and just beautiful swing. Hit the ball where it was pitched, and I guess that's the reason why he's leading off.
I believe he turned and said to me, can't repeat it, but I'm just kidding.
He wasn't very happy with you.
Wasn't very happy with what I said. He said, "Who's tiny now?" My apologies. That was a beautiful, solid hit, though. That was a really nice swing. And see, that's a lot of things you don't see with hitters in the high school level. Balls on the outside of the plate and took it to left field.
Yeah, a lot of hitters are pull happy, and the great hitters that you see, like a Nick Rudder, they're willing to take the ball wherever, and wherever the pitch is thrown, they'll take the ball with it.
And strike 1 to Price.
Wouldn't shock me to see Rudder take off here, avoid a double play with 1 out, runner on first and third. Price is 1 for 2 with an infield single, came around the score in the first and grounded out in the third.
And ball high. 2-0 count. Oh, I'm sorry, 1-1 count.
Not sure Rudder's a fast runner, so might have the stop sign on.
He's got a pretty big lead out there at first. And then he's off. Corey Sloan makes the catch. Rudder retreats. But John Eastlack does score, making it 3-0 Gateway on the sacrifice from Price. Sacrifice from Price. Say that 3 times fast.
And see, the key to the inning was in the last at bat to Rudder, the ball that got by C.J. Hertz, and that runner, if that doesn't happen, then the runner's still standing at third. Now Pietro Forte, 1 for 1 with the walk, was thrown out at third, trying to steal third in the fourth.
Pietro has the home run in the game. Back in the first inning. And he's down, and CJ comes up firing, but he is safe. Looks like he does have some speed, and he said, "Warren, I am fast. I don't know about you, but I'm faster than you." I think that's what he said. I'm not sure.
It looks like Gateway might have a scouting report. They found something in Billingsley's delivery that makes it easy for them to steal, because it's a second runner that's taken off like that.
But they weren't successful the first time.
Well, yeah, the Pietro Forte got...
But they are running on him.
He got caught stealing his last at bat, but that was basically because he overslit the bag.
Yes.
But Hertz did have a nice throw.
2 outs in the top half of the 5th inning. Gateway leads 3-0 over Sterling. 0-1 count to Pietro Forte.
It's a little tongue twister.
Pietro Forte. Oh, bounces one up. CJ keeps it in front with a good block. Using the old catcher's equipment of the man, the myth, the legend himself, Nicholas Big Nasty, a.k.a. Heavy Duty K.
So you're insinuating Nick's a big man?
Yes. I'm going to say a good 6'3", 225.
I always knew Nick was going to be a good player back in those stickball days behind the bowling alley.
The bowling alley stickball days. Nick had a lot of power even for stickball.
Just had a natural uppercut swing.
He had that natural dip, and when he hit that ball went far. Got a lot of height and weight behind it. Very strong kid. And 2-2 count to Dan Pietroforte. And swing and a miss. That is Corey Sloan playing right field, the senior. We're at number 14, batting 242. Last at bat, he had I can't read Warren's chart, we'll have to look at mine. But he does take ball 1. Flew out. Last at bat. It's only at bat. Oh, there we go. And it's a fly ball to center field. And it is bobbled and dropped. And Corey gets a hit. So there we go. We got a 1-out base runner for Sterling. Or I'm sorry, a no-out base runner. I'm all panicking because I'm here by myself. I have nobody to talk to except myself. Corey Sloan gets a nice base hit. All right, now stepping in, the big lefty, Christian Walsh playing first base. He flew out to right field. His first at bat. Let's see what Chris Patterson's going to give him. Oh, and he did go on the swing. So there is 1 strike. And didn't you see Christian Walsh's stats? 273, a double, a triple, 2 RBIs. Close to 50% on base percentage. And a throw over by Patterson. And Corey is safe. All speed pitch. Taken for a ball. And Christian wants to look for something he can drive here. Counts 2-1. Corey Sloan takes the lead. Yep. Another throw over. And he is safe again. I don't believe Corey is a danger to run on Patterson, but you never know. You never know. And here's the pitch. Oh, strike 2 on the outside corner with the fastball. Christian Walsh does not like that call, but he's got to keep his head in it. So look for that pitch to drive. There's the pitch, and he goes down swinging. Patterson looks like he brought the heat on that one. Walsh a little frustrated by himself. And stepping in, the youngster, Danny Baldino. Baldino did get a single in his first at bat, so now his average is 1,000. Can he keep it up? Oh, Corey Sloan, almost picked off. Refuses to slide and get them pants dirty. Danny Baldino. 7 in the box. We got their leadoff hitter, Justin Riccobono, on deck. And he takes a strike over there. Strike 1.
Throw it away over there, kid.
Another throw over from Patterson, Corey Sloan. And still looks like he is going nowhere. Just trying to get him crossed up. And there's ball 2. Should be a balk because Patterson did not stop. But that is just my opinion. Little quick pitch there. And he takes another strike. Runs the count to 1-2 with 1 out. A runner on first base. And Chris Patterson looks over and delivers to first. And a nice rip from Danny Baldino. Danny Baldino with 2 hits, batting 1,000 right now. He is on fire. Corey Sloan advances to second. Danny Baldino is standing on first base with his 2nd hit of the day. And here's Justin Riccoboni, the leadoff hitter, playing second base, batting solid .308. See how Chris Patterson approaches him this at bat. Justin grounded into a fielder's choice last bat and then flew out to center field in his first bat. Bottom of the 5th, 1 out, runners on first and second for Sterling. And here's a pitch from Patterson. Base hit to left field. Are they going to send him? No, they do hold Sloan. Justin Riccoboni with his first base hit of the day. Advances to runners 1. Now we got Eric Teasdale stepping in. He's got a hit today and a walk. Also got caught stealing. I don't know if you would call it caught stealing, but he got picked off. And then he was thrown out in the previous inning, I believe. Let me see. No, I'm sorry. He was back in the 3rd. The long inning. The double play. And he takes a strike. Strike 1 to Eric Teasdale. And we got 1 out. The bottom of the 5th with the bases juiced. Here is the pitch. Ooh, looks like a changeup. Something on speed for strike 2. That's the one I would want. Drive that bad boy. And Teasdale sets back in the box. Down 0-2, 1 out. I'm going to say he's not going to see anything near the strike zone. That's just me. And there's some controversy. It looks like that ball hit Teasdale, but could be a ball. I don't really understand what that was about, but one ball and 2 strikes. And Teasdale goes down swinging. Swung out of his shoes on the curveball. And we got 2 outs for Donovan Casey. Donovan Casey reached base on an error in the 4th. See if he can get something started for Sterling. Casey Donovan's stats, playing center field, wearing number 4, batting a solid .317 for the Sterling Silver Knights. Here's the pitch. And that's a ball. See if Sterling can do something with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. With 2 away. Ball outside. And looks like he wants a change of balls. And there's a shot of pitcher Chris Patterson. Here's the pitch. Ball. You got 3 balls to Donovan Casey. A walk would get him an RBI and put Sterling on the board. With the 4-hitter, Jihad Haley. And that's low for ball 4, and Sterling puts a run on the board. Now here comes the cleanup hitter, Jihad Haley. Corey Sloan scores a run.
Come on, get up on the bench.
The base is loaded in a big spot here. Already has 1 home run. Not saying we would use a home run, but it would be nice. But we'll just stick with a base hit. Jihad takes a ball. That's the 5th straight ball. Don't swing till you get one. And here's the next pitch. And there he gets his strike. After 5 straight balls, we get a strike and evens the count of 1-1. And here's the pitch. Fouled in the glove. For 2 strikes. And we'll see what he's going to get. My guess is going to be a breaking ball. Now, outside breaking ball. And there it is. Does not get the call. Runs the count of 2-2. Sterling rallying with the bases loaded in the bottom of the 5th. 2-2-2. And there's the pitch. Popped up. Out of play. Still has life. Oh. I don't think he saw the fence. I'm really not sure. He just wanted to run through it. Either or, the count stays the same. 2-2 and 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th with the bases loaded for Sterling. Gateway leads 3-1. Not much life for Sterling besides this inning. So let's see what's going to happen. Costly mistakes have cost the Silver Knights some runs. Base running blunders. And the shot fouls another ball off. So we'll see if Sterling can do something here. Tack some more runs on. Here's Dujad. And he rolls his wrist over and foul ball. Count stays the same, 2-2. Mark Billingsley on deck, the pitcher.
Let's go, John.
And here's the pitch. Ripped up to middle, and it's past the diving shortstop's glove, and Justin Riccobono will score right behind Danny Baldino, and this game is tied at 3s. Dejad goes to second easily. And here's the replay of that last one. Dejad Haley. As you'll see, it's a ball right up the middle off the pitcher's mound. Right past the diving shortstop. Danny Baldino comes in to score. Justin Riccobono follows. And Dejad Haley takes second. With some good heads-up base running from Dejad. So now the score is 3-3. In the bottom of the 5th, Sterling still threatens with runners on 2nd and 3rd. Billingsley takes a curveball in there for strike 1. Donovan Casey moves up to 3rd. And Dejad is right behind him at 2nd with a single and advanced on the throw. Billingsley. Foul ball on the left field line. Tough with 2 here. 2 strikes, 2 outs, and Gateway and Sterling are now tied at 3. Fouls the ball back. Big spot for Billingsley here. Two balls. I'm sorry, no balls. 2 strikes. 2 outs. Runners on second and third. See if he can help his calls. And he takes a curveball in the dirt. Good block by the catcher. Tim Green on that one. And here's the pitch. Ball. 2-2. Count now to Mark Billingsley. CJ Hertz holds hammer in the on deck spot. And there's a pop-up out of play. Some action out there in the bullpen for Gateway. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Single. I'm sorry, no, he does not. But he is batting 481. Hitless in today's game. Billingsley comes with a strike. There's a high breaking ball. Take it for ball 1. And that's popped up in play. CJ Hertz couldn't get the mask off in time. Couldn't find it. Little miscommunication between pitcher and catcher right there. Count goes to 1-2. And here's the pitch from Billingsley. Fastball for strike 3. Billingsley racks up another one. And Bert Rubina goes down the top of the 6th. Looking. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strikeouts in 6 innings.
You want to stick around? Be quiet.
Well, and now we have a disgruntled parent yelling at the umpire. And the umpire turns around and tells him, "Do you want to stay here? Be quiet." And there's a strike. And here's the pitch. High for ball 1. So 1-1-1 here in the top of the 6th. Score is tied up at 3s. And I'm Rich Conroy, if you didn't know. By myself, Warren Croxton and Strolls left. And they left me to myself. And there's a pop-up. Possibly still in play, and there is room. And Christian Walsh makes the play for out number 2. Way to throw it around the horn, guys. A lovely day here, Sterling High School. Stepping in now. It's the pitcher, I believe, right? Number 33, yes. Pitcher is stepping in. Here's Patterson. And Mark leaves the ball up high. And here's the pitch. Oh, and a strike. what I thought. And Billingsley looks. And he has it to fire. Nice sweeping little slider, looks like. But it is taken outside for a ball. And that ball is smoked out in the center field. For a home run. Only 2. Ground rule double. For the pitcher, Chris Patterson. They send in a pinch runner. Number 4, Ryan Letskus. A little discussion behind the plate. Billingsley has a little catch with Teasdale. And here we go, ready to play some more baseball. Well, we got a runner on second. 2 outs. There's a pitch. Swung on by Yipting. Riccobono field, throws over to Christian Moss and gets to out number 3. 1, 2, 3. Almost 7 strikeouts. CJ takes one first strike. We want to see what happens. And here's the pitch. CJ gives one a ride to right. That's hit right at the right fielder. He got one away for Sterling. Now up, right fielder Corey Sloan. There's a shot of Corey's stats. Here's the pitch. High for ball 1. High again for ball 2. Towering pop out the right field. Right fielder comes in, gives chase, and is caught by Dan Pietroforte. And now, number 44, Christian Walsh steps up to the plate. Hopefully to get something started for Sterling. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball 1.
Come on, Meek. Johnny!
Here we go. Christian Walsh.
2-1.
2 balls and 1 strike with 2 outs in the home half of the 6th inning. He's it outside for a ball, and now it's 3-1. And here's the pitch. Low. Ball 4. And Christian looks like he's going to try to take second. No. Bottom of the 6th. Tie score. 2 outs.
Leave it up, leave it up.
He takes a strike. 1-1.
Hey, stay calm up there, kid. Come on, Baldino. Hey, big at bat here. What do you say? Keep it going now. Keep it going.
You hear the voice of the senior leader, Justin Riccobono. And Eastlake throws over. Slavinsky's back in. Been a good game so far to come out and watch. And Baldino pops it straight up. Catcher's under it. Catcher makes the catch. And that retires the side. When there was action, it was good. Stepping in right now, we have Sean O'Toole, first baseman. 2 strikeouts look in the Billingsley today. See if Billingsley can make that 3. Taking high for ball 1. Here's the pitch. Swung on a miss for strike 1. So we got a 1-1 count. From the top of the 7 with a tie score 3-3. And there's 2 quick strikes on him. Count is 1-2. Low for ball 2. 2-2 count. Strike 3. Called. Again, does not like the call. Does O'Toole, but you got to swing the bat. It's his 3rd strikeout looking to Billingsley. That's the hat trick. I don't know what he was looking at. I don't know if I had another announcer, I'd ask them, do you know what he was looking at? And they would probably reply, no, because it was a beautiful pitch. And a nice little wave to CJ. Behind the plate, as I'm sitting here by myself. And it's just
16 for 32.
looks like number 16 is going to come pinch hit, and that would be Matt Spissel. Matt Spissel steps in. We'll check out his stats. He's got no hits in 3 at-bats. All right, no hits in 3 at-bats. And he takes strike 1 with 1 out away in the visiting half of the 7th inning. And he fouls 1 off, straight back. And we're going to wait for this pitch. Maybe get a little timeout call. Billingsley steps back on the mound, and he's ready to go. And fouled off again. There's a ball hit right to the right fielder. Corey Sloan grabs that for out number 2. And stepping in, the leadoff hitter, Nick Rudder. Yeah, I was taking low for ball 1. Here's the pitch. Taken upstairs for ball 2. 2-0 count with 2 outs. Top of the 7th. Here's the pitch. Take it for a strike. Very inside for ball 3. There he is, Mr. Reeder.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Yes, Peach.
And the count's 3-1. And a tie ball game between the Gateway Gators and the Sterling Silver Knights. 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Here's the pitch. And it's taken high. Ball 4. So Nick Rudder's on, and coming up to the plate now is Tyler Price. Tyler Price. There's some stats from Tyler Price. Left fielder wearing number 8. And Rudder's back in there. And it's ball 1. Time is called. Counts 1-0. CJ throws down. Rudder is safe. The second stolen base of the day. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Price.
Two down, let's go. One more here, guys.
Grounds it right to Billingsley. Billingsley runs it over. Flips to Christian Walsh for 2 outs. Has a single in the 5th inning. That was really it for us. Well, joining me in the booth, we have Sean Clank. And there's strike 1. Sean, how you feeling today?
Good. The viewers at home on Channel 19 said we needed some knowledge about baseball.
Oh, okay, yeah. I forgot. I still haven't got all them splinters out. And that's in there for A ball. So 1-1 count. Riccobono.
It's a big game for the seniors, their last home game.
Oh,
Last regular seniors home game, so let's see if they can pull it out a win here.
And as Riccobono hits a tapper to shortstop. And he
beats
is
it out.
safe.
Nice
He is
hustle.
safe. That is how you get out of the box. Dropped by the first baseman. The first baseman, Sean O'Toole, also has 3 strikeouts looking to his day, so he is just not having a really good outing today.
Yeah.
But it's baseball.
Let's see if we can move him along here and get him in a nice scoring position.
Teasdale steps into the box.
And I guess they're going to call a sacrifice here.
I would do that. That would be the move. Riccobono gets back. If he doesn't get hit by a pitch first, either or.
Try to lean in with the one last time.
Yeah, I saw that. It was a valiant effort.
Now, if I'm going to guess right, they're probably going to call a curveball and try to make a bunt a curveball here.
Pop a curve.
Yeah.
But remember, a sacrifice. Bunt one in the zone. Ain't a squeeze. Bunt a strike.
Calling the pitches for Gateway is Frank Alloway. He used to be a pitcher at Gateway, and his brother was a pitcher and first baseman, Nick.
Oh, Nick, yes.
Yes.
Nice
Gets the bunt
bunt.
down. And
But it goes foul.
stuff out.
Good pitch by Eastlak. A little up in the zone. Teasdale tries to bunt it, pushes it out of bounds. And here we go. 0-1 on the foul bunt. Still most likely looking to sacrifice. See if Eastlak will give him something to bunt.
Yeah, it looks like they gave him a sign to throw back to first here. Oh, no.
Good eye. Teasdale. First count to 1-1. The man on first base. That's another ball.
Okay.
We got a 2-1 count to Eric Teasdale. Wanting to bunt to push the runner over, but a walk would do the same thing.
Yeah, and a nice way to work the counter, not being over anxious, trying just to get the ball down. Yeah. Make sure he throws your strike.
Patience and try to get something maybe he can bunt, or if not, work a walk. They can throw more pitches this inning. That's a beautiful bunt.
Knocks it down. Nice. Nobody's covering first.
And he is safe.
Safe at first.
And Riccobono moves to third because nobody was covering third.
That's nice. Nice aggressive base running by Sterling. Gateway had the rotation play on. Looks like the second baseman fell asleep. And
We'll see what happened on this one. Here we go with the bunt.
actually, if you look in here, the second baseman's not even a pitcher when he lays down the
No.
bunt.
And there he finally is. And then Riccobono advances to third because nobody was covering third base. Beautiful base running.
Yeah, the middle infield really let them down there. Second baseman wasn't covering first, and the shortstop wasn't covering third. So nice golden opportunity here for Donovan to win the game.
See if they're going to pull the infield in. They call a timeout.
Like I say, would not probably be a bad play to bunt again here,
Yeah.
and just see what they can do. Make
Call
a
something.
decision. First baseman seems to have a tough game today, so we'll see if we can
Yeah.
put a little bit more pressure on him. Let him field one.
Why not? The freshman?
He shows a lot of poise here for a freshman. Usually freshmen in this situation get a little over anxious and try to do a little too much. He lets it come to him, which is nice.
Hey, he takes it for a ball. And 1-0. Hopefully Donovan can do something here. Just put the ball in play. We got runners in the corners.
Well, the infield's in, so you hit the ball hard somewhere.
Looks like the outfield was playing shallow as well. Put the ball in play, make something happen. And he takes a strike at the knees.
again, with the first baseman holding the runner at first, I wouldn't even mind trying to lay down a bunt here and try to make him field it, because there's no way you can throw a guy out at home from that position. Pardon me 1 second.
And here we go. Back to being by myself. Here's the pitch. And that, will not be it for the game. Looked like it could have been, but it was a nice catch by Dan Pietroforte. So we got 1 out with Dejad Haley up. Hopefully Dejad put a ball in play. Looks like they're going to put Dejad Haley on. And they intentionally walk Dejad Haley. They put him on. Looked like to try to get a double play opportunity. And Mark Billingsley steps up, the pitcher of today, see if he can win it for his own self and for his team. Infield's in. All you need is a nice hard ground ball through one of the holes, or maybe a nice little sacrifice fly with the speedy Justin Riccobona with third. And Rudder steps off. And now he wants to talk to his catcher. Pass the ball, anything will score Riccobona. So we'll see what happens. Sean doing his good old tape job behind me. He does it all. Man of many trades. Announcer by day, trainer by night. Or the other way around. And takes a strike. Mark Billingsley. Takes another. Nope. Ball, I'm sorry. And Sean is back. How was that tape job?
Pretty good.
Good. Didn't have to amputate?
Unfortunately, I had to earn money around here.
Yeah.
So I had to take care of injuries.
They intentionally walked Dejad.
Yeah, unfortunate. Donovan had a nice hard ball. Nice play by the right fielder.
Did. And there's 2 strikes.
Okay. Once again, this last regular season game in this field. Let's see if I got to take a sacrifice fly here from Mark or a single.
And that will do it for the ball game.
Nice job.
Mark Billingsley wins it for himself and his team with a beautiful single. Sterling wins it 4-3 in the bottom of the 7th, the last home game.
Last regular season home game. Nice job by Mark. Nice feeling for the seniors here.
It's a great job. There's the seniors. Justin embracing with Mark.
Yeah.
Well, I'm Rich Conroy.
And Sean Klink. We're going to be signing off here.
Have a great night.
Good day, good people.
I sound like a professional? Professional idiot. Professional.
That's all they kept saying.